first. Let's go with this morning show. Romeo International over there. You ready?
Yeah. As soon as she hit that song. Bow.
The sun is shining, nice and bright, The birds are chirping,
and I'm excited.
Time to get ready,
for another day.
No one can stop us. We gon' learn to play. Every day we learn and play.
We do our best, so we'll be great.
You do your best,
and I do mine.
So let's get ready, cause it's about that time. Good morning, you good morning. How do you do? Good morning. Time to be great. Good morning. Let's do it. Good morning.
Your dance and play.
Good morning.
Sun start today.
Good morning. Open your eyes. Good morning.
Reach for the sky.
Good morning, 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 morning to you. Good morning, 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 morning. How do you do? Good morning, 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 morning to you. Good morning, 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 morning. How do you do?
Good morning.
You see me on my grind.
Stars got to shine.
I'm a supernova.
Yeah, you see me taking over. Yeah,
I'm on the move. I got a way to stride to it. So let me hear you say, every day we gon' learn and play.
What's up, world?
Atlanta.
What's going on in Atlanta?
Man, you know they just opened up P Valley last night.
What do you mean? The Pank?
There's a brand new. Now I don't know the logistics or the logistics, but there is a new lounge in Atlanta that just opened up called P Valley.
P Valley.
They debuted yesterday. Welcome to P Valley. Oh Lord.
Was Uncle Clifford there? And Mercedes?
Mercedes was, but Uncle Clifford wasn't there.
Mercedes was there for real?
No, it was a couple of Mercedes.
Oh Lord.
Other Mercedes. But now there's a new hot spot in the ATL pattern after the show called P Valley, and it's real. It is real.
Wow. Well, Miss Mississippi, I know she wasn't there. She gonna be joining us on I think it might be Saturday at Peace and Purpose to speak on the Cream of Nature panel. So I know she wasn't there because she at home prepping for her Peace and Purpose panel on Saturday, December.
Is she gonna have on her Peace and Purpose outfit? Because I love to attend that panel. Or is she gonna have on her outfit? No.
I think she gonna be dressed as Miss Mississippi.
Oh, okay.
I think she's gonna come as she is, Shannon Thornton. She's gonna be there.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, okay then. I'll be running late.
Lord Jesus. So what was the inspiration behind the club, P Valley?
I heard about it, but I thought it was like a rumor. I said nobody's not finna. This show did not have that much of an impact.
Yes, it did. Y'all was the one sleeping on the show, though. We knew when Amir brought Brandy to the show. We were discussing it offline, and he was like, "Yeah, it's P Valley, but the P is short for something different." And I was like, "What is it about?" And so we did all this research in our wrap-up call that we typically have in the evenings. Anyway, we did all this research and we was looking at the trailers. We was like, "Oh yeah, that's gonna look hot." And then we got Uncle Clifford and Mercedes to come, Mercedes, Uncle Clifford and Mercedes to come on the wind-up, and they showed up and showed out. I asked then, Portia's predictions, okay? I asked then what was going on with Uncle Clifford and Lil Murder's relationship. I just want to point that out. I just want everybody to know. I asked him. And he just kind of laughed. because I think they were only on episode 2, and he just kind of laughed and he was like, "Well, relationships like that happen more than you think."
Facts. Fact. Fact.
Facts.
Well, it doesn't happen to the point where they done created their own spot out of it. So next time you come to the A, man, welcome to P Valley. It is here now. It is here.
Listen, yeah. So when he said that, my eyes were kind of open a little wider. But we had screeners, so we kind of knew what was coming in the next episode. It was scandalous.
I think they got the best stories though. Do you know what's so crazy? I think they have best stories. I think those venues and facilities, they got to have the best stories in them somehow. That's what
You need to go infiltrate, Romeo. You need to go infiltrate and get all these stories, these backstories, behind the scenes stories, and all of that.
Oh, well, I might have to go over to P Valley and make sure that it's abiding by all the laws. Because Atlanta's not closed. Yeah, I heard California shut down. I talked to my friend in New Jersey yesterday. She said New Jersey is shut down for the next 30 days.
We shut down. We still shut down.
Oh, y'all curfew or shut down? Y'all on curfew or y'all?
I guess we on curfew. It's a milder shutdown. It's not everybody in the house and that's it.
Yeah, they have a 5 o'clock in Jersey. Like a 5 p.m. in Jersey.
That's because once again, we're in this group project together. We need to work together to win. I don't understand y'all world. I'm doing my part. Y'all remember when y'all had them group projects in college? And y'all would try to run to the teacher and be like, such and such ain't doing it. And they'd be like, work it out. Promise you I don't care. Work it out. Y'all group, work it out. That's how I feel. Like, but we don't have nobody to run to and tell.
Right. I was gonna say, who are you running to? Because the principal right now sucks. And the new principal coming in, he ain't got here yet. So
and he over there having accidents on his bike. Sir, like that's not how we want to usher you into the White House. The Oval Office, we don't need you rolling in, okay?
And I really wish Ebony was here, but Atlanta has actually opened up 3 new spots since October. 3 new like club venue spots. Like since
October.
I
guess you can't really stop nobody's money. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
I don't know how you do that.
That part is true. I think one of the things that disturbed me was when we were Sunday when we were doing our bags for the homeless. There's a part of Edgewood that is a club area, a lounge, club, bars, just different stuff. As we're walking, every security person we pass has a mask. Every club promoter, it has on no mask. Hey man, come in. Y'all should come in after y'all pass out those bags, man. We got free drinks and mimosas and blah 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 and rah rah rah. I'm like, hey man, can't you see we trying to help the community out? I ain't trying to come party. I ain't trying to help the community out and then come party.
Right.
What sense does that make?
None.
So I think Atlanta is just, I ain't gonna say everybody. I think they done gave up. That's what I think they had. They don't even care no more. Corona, no corona, they don't care.
So what do the numbers look like?
We're low.
Really?
We're Atlanta. We might have to pull it up, but Atlanta is low. Lower than Michigan, lower than California. Yeah, I think we're low.
I don't know about that. Y'all too reckless. Okay, I got it.
So I know everybody can't be Michigan high, but
whatever.
Y'all at.
Anyway, what else is going on? So you was at the club last night. You went to the grand opening.
No, I did
yes,
not.
Yes, you did. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I watched it online. Virtually online. It's a nice little spot. It reminds you of the show. Like I think the inside reminds you of this actual show. Like literally, it's called
It
Pink
looks
Dot.
just like the paint.
And,
PYNK look just like the paint.
I need I'm gonna need I'm gonna need you not to say that. What's Atlanta? What's overall Georgia? Actually, if you could figure that out. Oh man. But yeah, man, welcome to the new world order. You'll have some fun.
Okay. So what is Facebook saying? I need to start my watch party.
Shout out to Marquita Howard, Terrian Norman, Santo. What's up? Good morning. Zoe Penny is checking in. Who else is on deck this morning? Pancho Stewart is checking in from Atlanta. What up, Pancho? Iris Baker say, "Oh my God, such a good show."
The girl. Love
Shirley
that
Carter,
show.
and Philadelphia is on deck. Iris Baker is on deck.
Hey,
John,
Iris. Hey, Shirley Carter. Trying to start my watch
morning.
show. So producer Ashley put the cases up. I guess y'all not that high. Well, hold on. Georgia, 454,000 total cases, 9,198 deaths.
Really low.
In Georgia. Yeah, not the lowest, but total cases, 40,900 in Fulton County, 704 deaths. But y'all know y'all widespread around that thing.
Hey, Ashley, pull up the top 10. If you can search the top 10 cities. And I guarantee you, Michigan is way up
Michigan
there.
is much larger than Georgia, though. Like you have to take that into account. And this is she's only reporting Fulton County with 40,900, but y'all spread out. Atlanta is spread out. So don't do that.
First of all, nobody bigger than Atlanta. Let's just start with that. Y'all got
Whatever.
2 streets. That's all y'all got, downtown and out of town. That's it. So don't do that.
Lord. Oh Lord. So what else is going on in the world, Romy? You got a report?
Nothing much going on in the world, man. This social report is crazy, but it's supposed to be crazy.
Let's get into it. I'm trying to start this watch party. Let's get into it.
Let's jump into it, Ashley. I'm all for it. Wherever Ashley go, I'll go with her because she's gonna tell people where to go in. You know what? Ashley really is like undercover.
Should be on point. Should be on point. That's all they said. Should be really on point. Just gonna say that. Yes.
She pointing people out, but she don't be on point. So this was trending yesterday, and I look, man. You can when people don't respect you, they really don't respect you. So Russia TV, the news channel, they ran this Barack Obama bit to in regards to blackface. Can you play the video? Now that's
it's video.
I want y'all. This is supposed to be what they think of Barack Obama.
Here's what they think about you.
Yep.
С нами на прямой связи темная страница американской истории Барак Обама.
Я шоколадный заяц, я ласковый мерзавец, я сладкий на все 100. О-о-о.
Здравствуйте.
In regards to apparently Barack Obama is a rapper. Apparently Barack Obama is a rapper. He is a thug. He is only for Black Lives Matter. Apparently, in the eyes of their news, Barack Obama is a character. Now I don't
speechless. I'm speechless. Like
I don't want.
Where's the clip of Donald Trump? Like Barack ain't even in office.
He ain't been in office in forever, and he's still the topic of. It amazes me. This man has not been in office, and y'all still bring this man into y'all conversation like he runs the free world.
That's
this
crazy.
Man in the free world, he's a citizen. People. I mean, Trump talked about him all 4 years. Now y'all berating the man.
I
Come
just,
on.
that's
Come on.
fine. Listen, they talked about Jesus. That always be my go-to. Like, you in good company. They didn't talk about Jesus. So I don't know what make you think you so special. And when you go into public office or entertainment and you're famous and a lot of people know who you are, you have to have thick skin. And I really do think that he just lets that roll off of his back. He ain't tripping. I mean, it's very disrespectful. Very disrespectful. But I think he's probably like, whatever, it comes with the job. It's par for the course.
Yep. Keep your eyes out, man. Next up, unless our guest is popping in, I'm not sure what Ashley is
At
doing.
8:30, the guests here.
What up, Taru? Taru says Portia has on new lipstick. Hey man, I told you I don't know who she be getting dressed up, folks. She just be dressed up. This is my theory. I got a Portia Monique conspiracy theory. All right. Somebody watching.
Listen, y'all.
Somebody watching Portia.
So I can't wait till it's my lipstick and I can be like, well, let me tell y'all what lipstick it is. It's not mine yet. So I'm gonna tell y'all a little later.
After that DMV, Portia changed her whole lifestyle.
Yeah, I can tell y'all a little later.
What else we got, Ashley? Next up. Hey, brother. Hey, man. Chill out. So this was so funny. And he about to go to jail. Australia, most prolific sperm donor, is under investigation after fathering 23 children in 1 year. So check this out. This is the most funniest thing ever. Alan Pan, who's 40, who already has 2 children.
Oh my God.
Already has 2 children, has apparently been donating his sperm to whatever people, and he's fathered 23 children in Australia. Well, come to find out, 23 children in a year in Australia. Come to find out, which is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in life, apparently under the law, men can only create, in Australia, under the law, you're only allowed to create 10 families, including your own.
What?
So if you create,
is that like population control?
under the law, you're only allowed to create 10 families. If you go over 10 families, you go to jail. I've never in the history of ever has heard of a man going to jail for donating sperm. But apparently, Alan Fund is about to go to jail.
So walk me through that process. Do you get paid for donating sperm?
You get paid for it, yes.
Oh, he must have been broke. This was
and apparently, I don't know the process or whatever, but let's say a number of women chose his sperm, and he fathered 23 children out of those women who needed that assistance.
Oh my God.
But now he's under investigation and about to spend, it's about to blow you away. 4 years in jail. This man about to get 4 years in Australian prison for having for going over the 10-person.
So obviously he has some virile sperm, like because he fathered how many kids, Romeo? That ain't even funny. And he had to go to jail. How much time did he get?
He's getting 4 years.
How many?
He's getting 4 years. This is like he's getting 4 years. Like he already has 2 original children. He's getting 4 years.
Damn, that's so wrong.
Hey man, what law is this? You're only allowed to have 10, Portia. You're only allowed to create 10 families, including.
Well, where is that law in the United States? What child is Future on? I'm just curious. It was another rapper out there that had like 14 kids. Like, where's the law in the United States that prohibits you from having over 10 kids?
That's
So not
cold.
only is he going to jail, he
Cold.
fathered all these kids, and their daddy is in jail, so they can't even.
That's cold. Jesus. What's the future law? Oh, Jesus. Look,
How many? What's the other one that y'all got?
man.
What's the other guy that got a lot of kids in the United
Uh,
States? Who else got a lot of kids, y'all?
NBA young boy is a rapper who
How many he
follows.
got?
Want to say 8,
Oh,
7 or 8,
he under the threshold.
but
He
he's
under
a
the
rapper.
threshold. Yeah.
Oh, 6 at 21, stuff like that.
At 21? Good
6.
Lord. Y'all just, when y'all see him, just walk away because y'all already know he got some good, and it ain't about to behoove you in no type of way. If he's
Uh,
21 and he got 6 kids already, that's just a
what
no. That should
happened
be a
was
red flag.
what happened was, and I blame women. What happened was all of a sudden, tell me if I'm wrong, Ashley, who don't say nothing. The women start getting the bag. Remember when that term first started popping up? Oh, we gotta get to the bag. When women start making getting the bag normalized, that's when the NBA young boys, the Future, the diss rapper, all that stuff became normal stuff now. So it don't matter how many kids he got before you. Your job is to get the kid.
Oh, I
Get the
get
bag.
it.
You know what I'm saying? Get the kid.
Uh-huh.
Get the bag. That's the cool thing now.
I
That's the thing.
understand. I understand.
Mm-hmm.
I understand now. Okay, well, get the bag, girl. But just know that you're gonna have about 5 baby mamas to contend with. I mean, if that's what you want to do.
That's what you want to do. And don't be mad afterwards when you like you said yesterday. And I'm just using Future as an example. It amazes me how girls be like, I can't believe Future that type of dude. I don't like him. But then on the other end, you got those same 50% of girls who are like, I date him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Get it. I promise you I don't understand. My face is in disgust because I'm reading what producer Ashley is saying. She said NBA young boy just had a baby and Yaya Mayweather is like 6 months pregnant.
yeah.
He's 21 and he has another on the way. Having a baby with a rapper is not getting to the bag, y'all. Just in case you didn't know. London on the track, his baby mamas was showing out yesterday. What happened? I don't even want to know. Inner circle. That's all I'm going to keep preaching, that your inner circle should be tight. Parents, brother, sister, cousins, auntie, pull that coattail because they're out here wrong and they represent you. They represent us. Like, pull a coattail. Stop acting up.
And that's my problem with some of these men. I'll say this about men that I don't like. You know you're using this girl as a trophy. You know she's an arm piece. You know this. Why would you ruin her life? Not saying ruin her life. Why would you get her pregnant and then leave? Like, why would you get her pregnant? Then there's an argument. Then there's a set. And then there's a separation. And then what happens is the female with the new child, she can't date the next rapper, or she can't date the next artist because she's already been ostracized as far as, oh, that's so and so's baby mama. And I
Wait a minute, who didn't that stop? That didn't stop a lot of people. That has not stopped a lot of people. You know, women who have babies by multiple famous men. I'm not gonna call no names, but y'all can think of a couple. But go ahead. I understand what you're saying.
But it doesn't go into it goes into, yeah, I kick it with them, I'll date them, but it doesn't go into a lockdown type of marriage. I think the only person I've seen get married, honestly, because we had them on the cover, Erica Mena and Safari. I think that's
but she didn't been through a whole bunch of people though.
Right.
But y'all remember when she was on the cover rolling out with Bow Wow? Don't do that.
I mean, look, I even shot my shot. That's not the point.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
The point is, that was the end result. Like, don't be out here, fellas. Don't be out here ruining these females' lives because you can't get yours.
Hallelujah, Romeo. Thank you for stepping up and saying that. Hallelujah.
That's why I'm completely honest with all my women. Hey, this is what
Did,
it is.
did you say hi to Poncho Stewart that was checking in from Atlanta? I'm checking Facebook, y'all.
Yep.
All right,
Poncho.
Poncho. Hey, Poncho.
Um,
Checking in. What else you got on your report before we go to our guest? We have an amazing health IQ tonight. And our guest, Dr. Megan Ebor, is going to be talking to us about HIV awareness in older African American women. I'm sorry, go ahead.
so this is sad. This is like y'all are doing too freaking much. The mother of a slain Florida teen that was shot. Somebody shot her during the funeral of her son's burial service.
Oh, Lord. Y'all act like COVID is not enough. Like COVID is enough, y'all.
18-year-old Sincere Pierce and 16-year-old Angela Grooms was killed November 13th. 18-year-old and a 16-year-old was killed November 13th. Allegedly, the claim is that they were killed by the police in that area. Well, the family has been fighting back. People have been fighting back. On the day of the burial service, shots rang out from across the cemetery. The mother was taken to the hospital, but the severity of her injury was not immediately known. That through all the chaos, that she actually was hit by bullets flying from whoever was shooting. Quinshita Pierce was the mother. So right now she's in recovery, but this is happening in Brevard County Sheriff's Department in Florida, and they are investigating the officers who killed the 18-year-old and 16-year-old who were killed at a traffic stop.
Romeo, don't bring us no more sad news. Don't bring us no more sad news. I got a video I want to show y'all of something that happened November 28th in Detroit. It must have been a hit gone wrong. And I just want y'all to see how brazen these people are. He was trying to do a hit on the girl, and it was obviously a setup. Everything is caught on film. I'm gonna bring it up after we bring the doctor on. Crazy stuff. Like, we just had Thanksgiving. We're on the heels of Christmas. We are still in the middle of a global pandemic, and y'all still acting up.
I don't get it. I honestly I don't get this world. This world I don't get. People are like, y'all act like death doesn't exist, like jail doesn't exist, like consequences doesn't exist. Ladies and gentlemen, there has never been a successful bank robber. They are going.
Yes, there has. Who got away with it? It was a couple of people that got away with it. Y'all need to model yourself up. Them.
Well,
wait a minute. What was the name of that Netflix show that everybody was binge watching? What was it?
I don't know. The point I was trying to make, Portia, was y'all out here still hurting people, killing people.
The Heist. Yes, that was a good ass show. But then it got longer, drawn out, and it was just like, but it was good in the beginning. Go ahead, Mommy. I'm sorry.
The incident that happened in New York yesterday, where I can't remember the transgender. She's a celebrity transgender. I can't remember the name of the show, but she was attacked in the park yesterday for being a transgender. Like,
y'all just leave people alone.
That's what I was about to say that. Like, what is prompting people to get into other people's personal life? Like, I get it. You want to know about their life, but when you get into people's personal, how much time you got on your hands?
Y'all just sit down. Like, why y'all ain't see this is when y'all should have smacked the heck out of them kids when they was growing up and they showed y'all a little bit of sass and you was like, who you talking to? That's when y'all should have slapped them. Got them right in line. I don't know why these people act like this.
We got 30 more days until 2021.
21
Please,
days for me. Portia
please.
Monique rolling out Christmas album coming
So you got
soon.
20 days. Today is the
I
first day. You got
got
20 days.
20. I got 20 days. Um, it's looking like Dr. Ebor is trying to come on.
Common sense is free, people. Like it's free. You
I
just gotta
guess
go.
it's not because you really have to go through a little bit of experience to get it.
Do you?
So
You can see this. There's no experience. If I could watch TV and say, "Oh my God, if I kill somebody, I could go to jail." What experience I got? I just saw it. It's the same. It's on every TV show.
well, if they think they can get away with it, because a lot of people, a lot of killers are narcissists. I'll be sitting up and I'll be watching Snapped all day and First 48 and
You and my,
like
you
I'm
and
just
my mom.
saying
I
they
mean,
they
look,
sit up and think they can get away with it. Almost got
you want.
away with it. Hmm.
I gotta ask you just like I asked my mom. Why do y'all be sitting there watching First 40? I don't get it. Like y'all literally be sitting there watching.
And you
Look at
know, in the
it.
end, one of the detectives gonna say, "You know, you done effed up, right? You know, you done effed." Like, yeah, child, you done messed up.
Thank you, Aisha. Our movement. I hope I said that right. She said
What
it's the
I
culture.
should say?
She said it's the culture. Cameras all over the place. Everybody is in everybody else's business. That's the other thing. Cameras all over the place. Idiots. Y'all idiots.
They don't know, especially if you're not as technology savvy as some of these people are. Like, if you just getting out of jail and you really don't
That's
know how to
true.
work the internet and phones and all of that, you just don't know. You just don't know. You be like, I'm smart, I'm intelligent, I can get away with it. Broad daylight.
You
Just
think?
got
Do you think black men are built? Because, for example, I'm pretty sure the way you raise your sons. Okay, tell me if you're this mom, because my mom is this mom. The way you raise your sons, have you ever, be honest, have you ever looked at any of their friends and been like, who raised y'all? Like, what's going on in
I
y'all
look at
house?
my own kids and be like, who raised y'all? I be like, I don't know. Because, when they at their daddy house, you really don't have any control over what's going on. You can only control what's going on at your home. And so I look at them often and be like, who
No.
raised y'all?
My
We can't
mom,
see Dr. Ebor. Dr. Ebor, do you have a shade over your camera? Because we see,
Can you hear me?
we can hear you, but we can't see you.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to see if I can log on through my phone. I don't know what's going on with that. Hold on one second.
Okay, you don't have a cover over your screen, right?
No, I don't.
Okay.
No. Hold on
Because
one
I
second.
have one and sometimes I'll be forgetting it, so it's on.
so what
It's
it is,
early here, but no.
Okay.
Hold on
so,
one second.
so Doc,
Uh,
portion what it is, uh, the stop video. You see the video thing, our video icon on the bottom.
mhm.
Hit the arrow. Don't turn yourself off. Hit the arrow, and then where is it saying that your camera is going to?
Hold on.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, it says select a camera.
Right.
Mine says FaceTime HD camera built in.
Mine says FaceTime HD camera as well.
Mine says FaceTime HD camera, but it's not letting me in. I don't know why. Hold on.
Okay, no worries.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to Facebook and I'm gonna just say that these are not my words. Going back to the conversation about the multiple baby mamas, somebody said, I ain't gonna put them on blast, Kathleen Colin, but somebody said that Lauren London has a baby with Lil Wayne and Nipsey Hussle. Rest in peace.
Well,
I didn't say that.
that's
I'm
different.
just reading.
You know, most strong men, like myself, Nipsey Hussle was a strong, independent dude, so that didn't bother him, right? But I just hate the way society has placed it as who you love is who you love. Great. I hate that the bag has placed it on a cool level. Like to get to the bag, I have to get pregnant to get to the bag. Like that's the goal. It's not the relationship, it's the bag. And most women, some women, the bag is the goal outside of achieving.
2021, we got to teach everybody how to go get the bag. Not go get the man. Let's go get the bag.
I was about to say.
I'm just saying.
What's the man control the bag?
No, we can control we don't need a man to control our bag. Kathleen said no shade is just true. Yeah, it is true. That's one of the ones that came to mind.
On one of my late night series, I asked the girl, you can answer this too. I asked the young lady.
I'm not answering it.
Not that question. Does money make a man more attractive? Does the and I'm not talking about money, the physical. I'm talking about the man who looks like, you see the wealth. Does the money make the man more attractive?
Mm-hmm.
Come on now.
We still can't see you, Dr. Ebor.
You know what? I am so sorry. This is the first time this has ever happened to me. I'm thinking this is how it's supposed to be, so you can hear the message and not be distracted by the exterior.
Oh Lord! Oh Lord!
You know what? My partner Taru said, "Hey, be careful because she's gorgeous." So I don't know.
Wait a minute, she's gorgeous, but he also said, she's married with 2 kids. So keep your shot. That's all I'm saying. If you act like you ain't see that message on Facebook.
You said married with 3 kids, honey. Look.
Married with 3 kids. Okay, keep your shot.
Oh no, this is horrible.
I am going to try to send. No worries. I'm going to try to send you another link, Dr. Ebor, because it says that you are on video. It's just not showing. I'm gonna text it to you.
Okay.
Okay. Here you go. So I just texted to you. So we're gonna wait just a little bit longer.
Let's see.
Because not to be in your business, you have a Mac, right?
I do.
Okay. So then I need to go here. Hey, Portia.
Yes.
It may work out better if that same button where we was at, if she that same button that you clicked on, if she goes down to video settings.
Okay.
And then go straight to the video screen.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure it's either clicked into mirror my video or
hold on.
We working on it.
So are you gonna answer my question?
Hey, Greg. We can see you. Okay, now we can see you and hear you.
All right. Now wait. Now let me do some. Oh, there we are. Hello, y'all. What's going on?
Yeah. So we can get you on your phone.
Okay. So
go ahead.
now what should I do about this audio? Hold on. So we're not. Hold on.
The second point.
Should I just log off the computer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Leave meeting. There we are. Good.
Hey.
And look, it ain't your fault that you gorgeous. They can't blame me for shooting my shot. The world might come to an end.
We can't blame you for shooting your shot because we just told you she was doggone married with 3 kids. Lord Jesus. Oh. Welcome to the AM Welcome Call, Dr. Ebor. Apologies for all of the inconvenience we had this morning, but we already know this is a dry run for tonight, and tonight we're going to have an amazing show. We have you on Health IQ, and you're going to be talking about World AIDS Month, right? HIV awareness. So please introduce yourself to our audience, our family, and let us know what you're going to be talking about tonight.
All right. Now, should I have it face this way or this way?
The other way.
This way.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. All right, we're set. Tech difficulties. I tell you, COVID is bad enough. But,
COVID is bad enough.
Yeah.
So I am Dr. Megan Ebor, and I am a project scientist at UCLA in the David Geffen School of Medicine and the Department of Psychiatry. And so I'm sorry, I'm covering up screens and everything, child.
That's okay.
Uh-oh, did I lose you? Okay.
No, we're here.
Okay, so I my field of my research program is focused on HIV, and particularly among Black women,
Mm-hmm.
and even more specifically among older Black women.
Mm-hmm.
So today is, what day is it?
December 1st. Yes, World AIDS
Yes.
Day. Mm-hmm.
World AIDS Day. So I really appreciate the opportunity for Rolling Up to talk about my work, and then also to reach out to our community members and get the message out that yes, HIV is still an issue in the Black community. And we're almost 40 years into HIV
Really?
in the United States. Yes.
Wow. Okay. I don't
And
know if I knew that.
Oh yeah, it's been around in the United States going on
Mm-hmm.
40 years, and we I think more can be done to bring awareness to our communities and how it impacts us.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's been my work.
Well, I love it. And I can't wait till tonight on Rolling Out, Facebook, Twitter, as well as YouTube. You will be joining Munson Steed for our Health IQ, our weekly Health IQ. And like you said, you're going to be talking about it, but give us a snippet of what you're going to be talking about, particularly your award-winning documentary entitled Even Me.
Yeah. So, so Even Me, I always have to share the story of the genesis of Even Me, because it's a personal story, right? So I work in research, but I also, I specialize in gerontology. So when I had a personal experience in my family where one of my older adult relatives, she's in her 80s, she was having some cognitive decline and becoming a little combative and isolating. And we couldn't really get and understand what was going on with my great aunt, right? So the thing that was really, really interesting is that she was meticulous about her healthcare, right? She went to the doc. She even worked in the medical field, right? But she would go to her doctor annually and get checkups, right? And when we would complain, or when her family would complain to the doctor that something was going on with her, they would dismiss it. And they would say, well, she's older. This is what happens when you get old, right?
How old was she?
She was in her 80s.
80s. Okay.
She was in her 80s. But even in her 80s, that's not true. You can't
right.
Cognitive decline to someone's age. You know what I mean? Because we have older adults that are living well into their 80s with no problems at all. And they're aging well and aging and living healthy lives.
Absolutely.
So what we later found out, to make a long story short, is that she had an undiagnosed STI that spread to her brain. Okay. And the oversights by her medical provider, I was enraged, to put it slightly. I was angry with this healthcare provider, because syphilis is treatable. Okay,
girl.
Yes.
Listen.
So you looking like what? So yes.
Right.
So for me, I was angry about it, but it wasn't enough just to stew in my anger. I wanted to know what I could do to bring this to the attention of folks that, older adults are not asexual. They are engaging in sexual activity,
Right. Yeah.
Their rates for sexually transmitted infections are very high. So I wanted to do something, and I didn't know how or what. I just knew sitting in an ivory tower and publishing a paper would not be enough, because we're not reading journal manuscripts. We're not even picking up pamphlets with anything that has an STI on it or an HIV on it, nonetheless, right? So as I started to dive into the research, I was just floored at the numbers of HIV among older adults, and then more specifically, Black women.
Oh, wow.
So a lot of people are unaware that, older adults are, number one, having sex.
Right, because you wouldn't imagine, mama going to sit down somewhere. Like, stop it.
Eventually, we can't go there. You know what I mean?
Right. You're like, stop it, go somewhere.
Yes. But go ahead.
No, well, Doc, is two things. The people who are providing the information about AIDS, they dropped the ball. They dropped the ball, and I'm gonna throw this at you. And as far as the older women having sex, I've been through that part. That's something different. But they dropped the ball.
Yeah, you know from experience. Don't be trying to sneak past that. Go ahead.
Yes.
To judge my life. But the problem that I have with the information that's going out is because big corporate doesn't know anymore. They're not using the right tools to get out information. As a socialite, I can see, and this is real talk, I can see YouTubers, socialites doing Viagra and Blue Chew commercials on TikTok and Snapchat and Instagram. I can see people talking about sex to the point of what to get, what to use, and how to use it. But what I don't see is safety information from these same people that's going out. I think that what has happened is it isn't the fact that AIDS is rampant and people are not paying attention. Sex has become cooler. It's become normalized.
I don't think it was never not cool, but go ahead.
Well, cooler. Well, and Doc, tell me if I'm wrong. It's become cooler to the point where people actually announce it now. It used to be just a thing, but now it's a show. Like, hey, I hooked up with so and so yesterday. It's an announcement. So people don't even care sexually on that level anymore. So why would they care about AIDS, catching this? Because in their head, I can just go to the doctor and get it fixed. In their head.
Yeah. I think we have to look at it via demographic. I mean, you look at it, younger folks our age, sex is cooler, to use your words, right? But in some circles, there's still that old school. We don't talk about that. That ain't, our business. Stay in this house. There's a lot of secrecy. There's a lot of stigma still.
Yeah.
You wouldn't believe that still today in 2020, we have folks that are living in secrecy with their diagnoses. And they're not seeking medical attention because they're afraid of being seen at the HIV clinic.
And so as a result, they may be spreading that because they're afraid to get some help for it as well.
Exactly. And that's how we're able to see the numbers in our community skyrocket, because the stigma, the shame that's associated with it. And you can contract it and go get a pill, but the reality of it is most people aren't getting tested to know their status. So I think on World AIDS Day, we need to encourage folks to get tested.
Absolutely.
But we do, but it goes back to that point. It's not a thing. And this is where my separation as a young middle person, right? My separation comes because you have to make it a thing. Like it can't be, hey, read this pamphlet. It can't be, hey, read this pamphlet. It can't be, hey, go to this site. It literally has to be somebody, and people argue with me all the time when I say this. It has to be somebody that someone can resonate with, a Rock, or Kevin. It has to be somebody to say, hey, Let's go
Right,
out
that's right.
and everybody get a test. And then people be like, well, Romeo, you can say that yourself. I can, but the impact, if I'm following the Doc's rule, me and Doc trying to make an instant impact and take the fear out of it.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you this.
Go ahead.
Oh, good. I'll just tell you this. That used to be the case. Just what you're talking about. There were all types of campaigns. You had all types of celebrities coming on and doing PSAs towards the beginning of the epidemic, right? Because what was happening? Folks were getting sick and dying. You know what I mean? But now you have advances in therapeutics. You have advances in the antiretroviral drugs, and people can live. HIV is a chronic illness now, right? You can live with HIV. You can look very healthy. So then it gives this false sense of security that HIV is not an issue anymore.
Right.
Yep.
And it is. Well, listen, we can't wait until tonight so that we can hear more about these stories, more about your documentaries, because you have more than one.
So how you gonna take Doc away from me? Like we was talking.
Jesus. I'm trying to put the doggone flyer up. I don't see it. Okay.
Doc, this is what I gotta deal with, Doc. I get into great conversations with great people, and then force to take them away from me.
I'm here for it. We can talk all day about this. I'm here for it. So what's the message? What's the message? If y'all kicking me out already, my time up.
I would say my message for you, what I'm going to try to do, since you brought this to my attention, I'm going to try today to get a group of my friends who are socialites. I'm going to try to create I'm going to try to create a hashtag about this that trends. And I'm going to use that hashtag to push the information for you. Because I like your style. You're pretty cool.
Oh, I appreciate it. I don't
know what the heck is going on.
I appreciate it.
I was trying to share the doggone. I was trying to share the flyer. Ashley, can you share it? It's not sharing for me. We'll share by the end of the show. But tonight, 6 p.m. with Munson Steed. Y'all tune in. Like I heard a lot. I wanna tune in. I'll be tuned in. So we'll make sure. Yeah.
Be tuned in, because if we don't step up and do something, we can't depend on anybody else to do it. We have to take care. It's that FUBU mentality, for us, by us. My research is about my people. And if we don't get the message out, nobody else will. So I have taken the charge to make this my jut. I gotta care about my community, and the research that we do has to translate from the institutions to the grassroots. If it's not, what's the point in having the information if we're not able to translate it to trickle down to communities to affect change?
Yeah.
Thus the filmmaking.
Yes.
That's to answer your question, because if you did ask me a question like 20 minutes ago.
That's okay. We see you passionate about it. No, and your aunt's story was very intriguing. It's just like, how do you miss something like that? Like, you would be livid at something like that.
Absolutely.
So, Okay, 6 p.m. tonight, rolling out Facebook Health IQ. We got the flyer up.
Yay!
How age, race, and gender impacts the sexual health of African American women. And as you specified earlier, your expertise is actually in older women as well. So tune in tonight to hear more about this. I can't wait.
Yay. I can't wait. Thank you so much for having me this morning.
Ebor. Yes, it was definitely a pleasure. We will see you tonight.
All right. See you tonight.
Okay. Take care.
One.
Thanks again.
All right,
you
bye.
Too. Bye-bye.
Hey, older ladies.
Oh, Lord. You might as well just make you a song. You might as well just come on my live with me and be like, to the older ladies, hey, you older ladies, hey, you older ladies. We got some more people coming on today. LaShawn. Hello, LaShawn. You are on mute. We just asked you to unmute.
Thank you. Hey.
Hey, girl. Hey. And we got Sankisha. Is it Sankisha? You're on mute too. Oh. Hey girl, hey. How do you pronounce your name?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, Sankisha, you nailed it.
Yes,
good morning.
Sankisha. Good morning, ladies. So let's go ahead and get started. Please introduce yourselves to our Rolling Out family. You ladies will be taking part in Peace and Purpose this weekend, our inaugural virtual retreat for Peace and Purpose. And you guys are going to be talking about what? What y'all talking about?
Well,
go ahead, Sankisha.
We are going to be talking about we're going to be talking about how to become the legal plug. And what that means is we are educating women, minorities on what they need to do in order to get a part of the brand new $1 billion CBD industry, education laws that protect you, what that means for you to get your license in all 50 states, and how you can be a part of an industry that has been living and breathing right under our nose for 2 years, and we don't know about it.
Girl, where I sign up? LaShawn, please introduce yourself to our family as well.
Yes, so I'm LaShawn. I'm the founder of the Black Women's Entrepreneurial Networking Platform, which is Black Women Hustle. It's designed to give Black women entrepreneurs, professionals, and creatives the resources they need to build their brands effectively. I host the Black Women Hustle podcast, and I'm also a digital marketing strategist, teaching Black women strategies through creative marketing and design and how to make a profit from it.
I love it, love it. And so, Keisha, we didn't really get a chance to give you your full flowers in terms of introducing yourself. So please just introduce yourself to our family.
Absolutely. My name is Sanita Cantrell. I am the Chief Operating Officer of Rosebuds LLC. We are a startup, and we started actually a year ago now, and our mission was to just help women have some me time. Our focus was to teach women how to just sit down, sis, and it blossomed and growed into helping people create those mommy moments, that moments where it's like, mama, it's relaxing now, don't come in here. And it has grown abundantly. And so it's just really been a blessing. So just to be on a platform like this, to be able to help educate others on how to not only relax and take a moment for themselves, but also create that financial freedom, it's definitely going to be an honor and a privilege.
So what are we in store for? So the people who are going to attend Peace and Purpose this weekend and attend the name, what's the name of your session?
So my, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, go ahead. Yes.
So for me, our session is called How to Become the Legal Plug.
I love it. It's a catchy session as well. Okay, so what can people look forward to when they attend How to Become the Legal Plug?
So when they attend, they can definitely look forward to finding just information on laws that they had no clue about, and just things that, it's right there in our face, but it's hidden plain. It's going to be about just education about, what are the steps to get involved in this legal industry? What do I need to do first? What do I need to do second? And it's going to break things down for them step by step on. By the end of our sessions, we will have educated people on exactly what they can do to start their own legal cannabis lines, their own legal CBD lines in all 50 states. And so we're just going to be giving those marketing secrets, how we grew a social media following to 35,000 plus in 6 months, all organically. It's going to teach you how to beat different algorithms. So it's just going to be a wide open information session, just educating on every single aspect of from social media to how to start up a company, how to be in profit, most important, because we don't talk about how to make the coins and keep the coins. So we're going to teach all things.
I love it. LaShawn, what can we look forward to?
So I'm doing two. I know one is differentiating your cannabis, and I'm no cannabis expert, So I'm just here to teach people, like Sankisha said, how to make the money on social media. People get on social media and they might just try to, like post flyers or say, hey, I'm having a sale, but there's a strategy to it. You have to know your audience. You have to know how to structure your messaging and actually put the content out there that would actually allow people to engage and actually want to purchase from you. You're not on, I tell people all the time, you're on social media for business, be on it for business, be on there to make a profit. Don't just post without purpose. You have to post with purpose and know who you're.
That's what Romeo says all the time, post with a purpose, but yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's it. It's essentially just showing them, like, in this industry, like Sankisha said, Black people are late to the game. But, now that we are in here, there are ways to make money from this. And people, think about it. There are people in prison for this stuff. But now here it is a chance to make millions from it and to promote it and put it out here for people to actually take use from it. And then the health benefits from a lot of this stuff. So, it's so much that people can learn. But it's also, like I said, a matter of learning how to structure your brand, get the messaging out there, especially on social media, but also having your full marketing funnel in play and knowing, like she said, you want to get the money, but you got to know how to retain it. The same goes for your clients. You can't retain them if you don't have a full marketing strategy in place when it comes to email, web design, social, all of that stuff, customer retention, feedback, like we'll talk about it.
Wow. Yeah, it sounds like you guys have this whole plan laid out. And we just can't wait. Who should attend your sessions? Because what if someone is out there and saying, well, I do want to learn how to do it, but I don't think that I can do something like that, or they might have a moral blockage when it comes to like selling weed or cannabis or CBD because they don't necessarily know what it is. So who should attend the panel session?
I would just say,
go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was going to say, I know for me specifically, Black women entrepreneurs who are fearful at the moment. I would say the people who aren't fearful, they're always welcome. They probably already know about it. They probably enrolled. But to your point, the people who are fearful or feeling like I don't know enough, anyone who's feeling like, it might not be my lane. It might just be your lane, especially if you know enough. If you're knowledgeable, you know how to retain information, you need to attend this.
Okay. Sankisha.
Absolutely. And just that person looking for something different. If there's that yearning in your soul at this moment and you just know that what you're currently doing, it hasn't been working and you're ready to open up and explore something new, something different, just be open-minded enough to come. You might not know everything right now. You might not know everything at the end of the session, but it's just about you having access to the knowledge. So just that's ready to elevate and just do something different, because even if this isn't necessarily the industry for you, this might open up another door to help you find where your path lies.
Absolutely. So what about that conference goer that says, hey, I'm all in, I'm interested, I want to attend, but I don't have the money to get started. So should they still attend? Is there a threshold number of how much money you need to get started? Can you get started with $1? Can you get started with 500? Can you get started with 10,000? Like, what's that number for people to be like, I don't even know if I should go because I don't have the money to start? LaShawn.
Great question.
Oh, go ahead, Sankisha.
So
that's okay. No worries.
Absolutely. Great question. And so for us, when we started this journey a year ago, we had $0. We had nothing.
That's your answer, y'all. Zero. Show up.
We had nothing. I remember trying to get our licensing, and we literally had 3 declined payments. And we actually have that framed where we got the notice that all 3 payments declined, where we were trying to purchase our licensing. I mean, we had nothing at all. I'm going to tell you a story. I actually was going to college at the time. I used my college refund check. I used those funds to start.
Shut up, Romeo. He's talking about he telling. Go ahead.
I mean, we're broke. We just had a vision. And sometimes, that's all it takes to start. You just have to have a vision of what you want to do. And God gonna make a way to find you that money. So, all these checks that then came through, stimulus check, we got income tax checks.
You better make that. You better say that and make that happen.
So don't worry money. Don't worry about the where come from. You know, it's gonna always be a way made for you when it's your destiny.
I love that.
I got a problem though, Portia. Son Keisha and LaShawn. I spell my middle name the same way. I have an issue. Here's my issue. This $1 billion company, right? People are women, men, people are joining, people are becoming part of the industry, people are growing in the industry. But the law still hasn't changed. There's people still being locked up for the same thing in different states. Whether or not your state do this state don't do it, it's against the law. There's people still in jail right now from a business that's thriving. The issues that I'm having is the fact that when does it translate to the people? When does it translate to Lil Tony, who is sitting in there, who just got arrested last month for the same thing that's legal now, right? And I ask this every time. I asked this recently. Portia and I had Al Horford's, not Al Horford's, I can't remember his name. The NBA player. We had his
Al Harrington.
Al Harrington, and I was asking him about his company, like, how do you translate what you're doing business wise back to the people who are being arrested for this same type of thing? So that would be my question to the two of you guys. Like, how do we translate this into things needing to change law wise?
I feel like there's activism that comes with that. Like it's on us to, okay, we can support it all we want to, we can invest in it, we can make our money from it. But at the same time, as citizens, I feel like it's up to us to actually push these laws to make sure that people get out. Like, I know some people are working toward it in certain states. I'm no expert, like I said, but it's also something that I do feel passionate about, especially in terms of incarceration of our people, knowing that they've been locked up for ounces
right.
and for years. Years of that, you know, and here we are, you know, freely able to sell it, buy it, smoke it in public, like wherever. So, you know, to me, it's on us to just get that activism piece of it together and make sure we're doing our part legally and not just standing by and just being on the business side of things.
Agree.
Thank you, LaShawn. Son Keisha?
Absolutely. And so that's why personally for me, and I don't know, I guess I'm just a bit biased when it comes to the hemp industry, because hemp is legal in all 50 states. And, you know, even comes a situation to where marijuana does become legal in all 50 states, I'm going to always be biased to hemp because of the Farm Bill. And that's why like 90% of what for our business is education. And so that's why we encourage, because there's a negative stigma with the hemp industry, with the CBD industry, because a large piece of the puzzle is what's that synthetic weed? What's that fake stuff, that just relaxed stuff? And so we are brainwashed to feel as though you're only supposed to utilize the stuff that's illegal because that's what's popular. But it's a whole industry out here right up under our noses that is 100% legal in all 50 states. Every single time you get the item, you have the legal paperwork. It's within the legal limits of 0.3% THC. You can have it, you know. So it's just about that education, you know, and being aware that you can't have that gas in your state. You might need to leave them gas packs alone from the local pharmacist, but you might need to get legal from somebody that can provide some paperwork. So if you do get pulled over and if it does go to court, see, now you might have to sit, but after your lawyer takes care of you and they test your product, it's going to prove that it's legal industrial hemp that is governed by the federal law in all 50 states. So it's just about that education and not trying to always, because see, understand, we still try to curtail the law. Like, well, you know, I'm gonna get this gas now, but at the end of the day, it's not legal in your state. You know what you're doing. So we have to know and be aware too. We have to do what protects us. Anything possible that we can do to be on the right side of the law. Now, of course, it's going to be systemic practices that attack us. but we have to educate our community on, okay, well, marijuana might not be legal in all 50 states, but hemp sure is. And so you might transition until you can be in a position to partake in everything what's legal everywhere, but it's not yet.
Well, y'all heard it here first. One this weekend, Peace and Purpose. Y'all know the place to be. Come learn from these ladies. They definitely seem astute on what they're talking about. If you want to get into this industry, like Sankisha said, they're all about education. Like LaShawn said, she led with it. I don't know everything about it, but I can share what I do know, and y'all should just come learn and try to get a piece of this pie. So I'm going to be there. I can't wait to learn more, especially when it comes to the licensing in different states. I know in different states it costs a lot to get your license and all of this and all of that. And I don't know the differences between the CBD, between hemp, between gas, between weed. Like, I don't know enough to know.
You know gas. Stop playing.
We know gas.
I don't know. I don't know gas. What?
I said what I said, and I said I don't know enough about it.
You right, Portia. We believe you. We believe you.
Anyway, so y'all come out. Let's learn about this new billion-dollar industry that is making people wealthy. Like wealthy. Like, you got politicians that came out back in the day and was like, lock everybody up. Now they sitting at the heads of companies that's making all the billions. So let's learn about getting our money, y'all. What you saying, Ramya?
No, that's the point. That really eats at my soul. That really eats at my soul. Don't get me wrong. So Keisha made a great point. But like you said, these are billion-dollar companies now.
Yeah.
That put the people in jail. Like,
yeah.
Come on.
And we late, like y'all said, we late to the game again. And we probably pioneered everything with the game. So anyway, let's come learn how to do this thing the right way and get a piece of this pie. I'm ready, y'all. Thank y'all for stopping by the Rolling Out AM Wake Up Call. We can't wait to talk to you this weekend.
Thank y'all.
Okay, thank you as well. See you.
Bye, ladies.
Listen, Romeo, like, it's a lot to learn. It's a lot to learn, you know?
I did not know that it was legal, and I didn't know that
hemp was legal in off because you see people online talking about, I got these hemp bags, I got this hemp, you know, I'm the plug or whatever. And you be like, ain't that illegal?
I don't see people saying they got hemp bags. What's a hemp bag?
I see these huge hemp bags of whatever it is. I don't damn know. I'm learning about it this weekend now. I'll tell you that much.
But no, I am 100% with you. That's my only issue with. That's my only issue, because we was talking about the special that Nas did. That's my only issue with certain Black companies that get into this business. What's the recoil for the person who's in jail right now for this same thing? Like it. Like,
the recourse, right?
It's illegal to have. It's illegal to shoot people, but y'all selling minors guns. Hey man, come on now.
Yeah.
Mine.
That's crazy. Yeah, so Nas's show Smoke, Marijuana in the Black Community, executive produced by Nas and narrated by Nas as well, came on BET November 18th, I believe it was. And he had a lot of people on there talking about social justice and making sure there's reform for people who are already in jail, talking about how they garner their piece of the pie and what they're doing to educate people. And on the other hand, you also had politicians on there, like I said, who were going head to head back in the day, like lock everybody up. But now you at the head of this billion-dollar company and you're talking about, I may have made a mistake. Well, now it's legal. Now I'm getting my piece of the pie. Like, now you want to open it up and get all this money when you locked all these little Black and brown people up for just having maybe a $10 bag of weed. So
I may have made a mistake. Sir.
Sir, sit down. Yeah. So,
Matter of fact, if we go Black with it, you're a drug dealer, sir. Technically, if you want to play that role, you're a drug dealer.
That part. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So anyway, okay. I can't wait to this weekend. It's we have a lot of great panels going on. Peace and Purpose. Do we have a flyer? Can we bring up one of the flyers? But Peace and Purpose, register today at peaceandpurpose.co. You'll be able to see all of the sessions and classes that are being offered. We talked to some ladies today about the cannabis track. We talked to Cream of Nature yesterday. Africa Miranda was on yesterday. She's going to be moderating the HBCU Pretty Hustle panel. Cream of Nature has several other panels. Like, y'all just need to tune in. It's going to be, what y'all say, what they say nowadays, litty.
If you don't go somewhere with that.
What they be saying, Romeo? What they be saying?
They call it litty? Yes, it's gonna be
lit, y'all. Anyway.
It's gonna be down in the valley where the girls get naked. That's exactly where it's gonna be.
At the Pank. You need to go to the Pank and sign some of them people up for this cannabis track. Let's go ahead and do cooperative economics. Okay. Ujima, we need to learn the whole 12 principles of quanta. One of them is cooperative economics. So anyway, let's go back to your report, Remy L.
I think that was that was it. That was it. That was my last one. We finna get these birthdays up. Ashley, what we got on these birthdays, Ashley? Lil Ashley. Lil.
Yes, Janelle Monáe. I like that yellow.
Janelle Monáe, 35. Zoe Kravitz, who I think is gorgeous, 32. Chanel Iman, I had a chance. I slipped up. She is 30.
How did you have a chance? I'm just curious. We'll talk about it. Go ahead and introduce Richard Pryor.
And Richard Pryor, the legend himself, passed away on his birthday is today, 1940 to 2005. Man, happy birthday to each and every one of y'all. Hey Chanel, happy birthday. That's when the song dropped.
How did you almost have a choice though? I mean, a chance. I'm so confused. I'm confused.
I'm gonna help you out. If anything ever happened to me, I'm gonna tell you what you want access to. This app right here. This is my day one journal. You want access?
We got balloons, yeah. The cake is on the way. We got the music playing, cause it's your holiday. We invited family, and everybody came. I strike a pose for me like you're in a picture frame. You got your finest clothes on, and $1 million smile. So we gon' celebrate you for a while. And don't forget we got these candles when you away. Don't forget we got the candles. Happy birthday, gonna celebrate you for a while. Candles, blowing you away. Wait. Candles. Happy birthday, happy girl. So if you're proud
to make another year. Okay. Sorry, what was you saying about your journal from day one?
I hope you're able to hit that voice on the 21st. Hey man, if anything ever happened to me, that's what you want access to, boy. I got some stories in there. I can have the best movie ever.
You be writing it down. So what happened with Chanel Iman? I'm so curious.
That is journal number.
Open it up. Let us hear.
That's journal number 86. No.
Let us hear.
She is happily married to a football player now with a child, and the answer is no. Next up, what you got, Ashley?
So you almost y'all almost kicked it with her when she was before she was married and had a kid?
You put it like this. What was that? That was 18 when you was when we went to the club for ride. What was that? 18? 2018 or 2019?
I don't know.
Okay, put it like this. If you would have been like, "Hey, little Romeo," let's just say that. Hey, Romeo. Hey, little Romeo. And moving on.
Okay, I didn't get none of that. That's fine. Let's move on to my report because you over there being evasive and secretive. Just say what it is. Like,
no, I am not. What we just talked about, people putting their stuff on the internet.
You the one who said let everybody know that you talked to her.
Facebook, y'all need to stop laughing.
I'm just saying.
On you, what you got to do. What we talking about?
Let's go. What we got? Story number 1. Okay, so a white man fatally shot another black man. Aiden Ellison, a black teenager, was shot during a confrontation over loud music in a hotel parking lot in Oregon. What's wrong, y'all? What's wrong, y'all? What's wrong? What's the issue? Like, you feel that threatened by loud music to shoot and kill somebody?
Interesting.
Speechless. So an Oregon community is mourning the loss of Aiden Ellison. He was fatally shot by a white man who objected to his music. Ellison was 19. Robert Keegan was 47. They were staying at the Stratford Inn outside of Ashland, Oregon. Ellison was allegedly playing music in the parking lot around 4 a.m. when Keegan confronted him. After an argument reportedly ensued, Keegan fatally shot the teen in the chest. Ellison was pronounced dead on the scene.
What y'all want, man? This chaos. They want this chaos. It ain't you, Portia. They want it.
Ty O'Meara, who was the Ashland police chief, said this sort of thing certainly doesn't happen very often in Ashland at all. People getting shot, people getting murdered. I would encourage anybody that has a complaint about another's behavior to let us handle it and not get into arguments that unnecessarily result in violence. There's no reason that this should have happened.
Man, if you don't shut up.
There's a GoFundMe page set up for people who want to support.
I love authorities who just never admit we was wrong. They always gotta. Well, you know what? This never happens here. Nobody asked you. Nobody asked
you that. It obviously happened because we're talking about it now. Like, so sad, y'all. So sad. Okay, next story. I hate reporting stuff like that. Y'all, so remember earlier in the broadcast when I was telling y'all about what happened in Sterling Heights, Michigan. So it's a Detroit suburb. We don't want to mar the name of Detroit because it did not happen in Detroit. It happened in Sterling Heights. Let's take a look at this video, and we might have to run it twice so y'all can see what happened. Let's run the video. Okay, so what you see here is a lady walking out, going to her car, leaving. Mom is on the porch. You can't see her now. She's about to walk into the frame. She gets in the car. I don't know why her lights are blinking like that. That was kind of strange to me, but okay. She starts backing up. Pay attention to the pickup truck behind her on the right. Here we come. Almost hit her. Mom is going crazy. He gets out the car and tries to shoot at her, y'all. Okay, the mama is going hysterical because she's in shock. So he backed up. He's still trying to chase her, y'all. This was after Thanksgiving, okay? Here she comes. Okay, so it's more to it because the girl that was in the truck, she's about to reappear. She came back, she ran in the house. She didn't really know what to do. Truck, still there, still looking, still trying to get her. He missed. Now he about to drive off. Y'all, how brazen.
Wow.
How brazen and bold, broad daylight. He sat and waited for her. She backed up and he sat there and tried to block her in so she couldn't go. Looked like a hit. Definitely looked like a hit. He was waiting
Wow.
on her. And
I
he
did
got
not.
out the car and started shooting and missed.
I did not expect that. I did not see that. Was not laughing, but I did not see that. When you said watch her back up, I was like, okay. I did not see that coming.
Right. What's going on, y'all? Right after Thanksgiving, right after we're supposed to be thankful and grateful for things, on the heels of Christmas, we really can't even spend time with loved ones for Christmas, and still in the midst of a global pandemic, you out here trying to kill people.
Did they say what it was over? Was it like a boyfriend or something like that?
Well, we probably can speculate. They did not say what it was over.
I say this, ladies and men, y'all gotta be careful about these men and women around you. Like, what's the rule of thumb, Portia? Like that first sign is the sign. Like that's not a mistake. The first sign of craziness, that's the sign. It ain't a warning.
Like you better take heed to that. You better believe somebody when they show you who they are the first time.
Right. Yeah, Iris, I thought it was gonna be an accident too. But the one thing that I pride myself on that I learned was the fact that I'm gonna take you for face value off top.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even. Well, you know what? You should always give somebody another chance. No, who said that?
Well,
they ain't give Jesus another chance. So,
they did. He rose from the grave.
He had to rise from the grave. You're absolutely right. He had to rise from the grave to get another chance. Jesus. Jesus had to rise up to get a chance. Come on now.
What the hell are people going through that you feel that's a young lady? What are you going through that's what you feel like you have to do? So just to close out the story, nobody has been identified. We don't know what has happened. The story is still developing. We will definitely let you guys know as the story unfolds what's going to happen next with this. But that was just bold and brazen to me. And it was all caught on video. He got out the car.
I wish she would have lit your ass up. That's one of them things where you deserve to get lit up. Because she should have pulled out on you and just lit you up right then and there.
She should have hit his ass when she was backing up.
I'm going to learn these lessons, man. Stay away
from
me.
Okay. Yep. So we're gonna keep watching that story. So next story that we have, Ashley Etienne Communications. She's the director for the vice president of, let's pull this up, 3 Black women on the President-elect Biden's all-female communications team. So of course we know Simone Sanders, Corinne Jean-Pierre, Simone Sanders. They joined the Biden's all-female communications team. So kudos to them. Black women are doing it big, right? So Simone Sanders, she served as senior advisor for Biden's campaign. She'll serve in the same role as the chief spokesperson for the vice president-elect Harris. She's a Creighton University graduate, previously served as Senator Bernie Sanders' national press secretary. She quit the role almost a year later and joined CNN as a political analyst and commentator. So kudos to Simone. She's definitely a friend of the brand. Corinne Jean-Pierre, she served as a senior advisor to the Biden campaign and as Harris's chief of staff. Jean-Pierre is the first Black woman and first outed lesbian. I'm reading, so I just want y'all to know that I'm reading what I see. I'm not just, Anyway, she's the first outed lesbian to hold that position for a vice presidential nominee. She went to Columbia University and she'll serve as Biden's principal deputy press secretary. The former vice president developed a close working relationship with her when she worked as a White House staffer for the Obama administration. Lastly, but not least, Biden's communication team also includes Kate Bedingfield. She'll serve as the White House communications director, and she was previously the deputy campaign manager and communications director for Biden's campaign. Kudos to these ladies.
Yeah, my only issue with that, I wish we stopped. Even us, I even say that. When it comes to, have you ever noticed that when it comes to any other race, Black, Indian, I hate with a passion when women or men get labeled. So and so age this, so and so lesbian community or whatever whatever the initial you are part of, they throw that your initial on you. You just can't be a person who can do the job. You gotta be. You're the 30-year-old who did this and this, that, and the third. I really wish, because I don't even do that no more in my editorials. I really wish people start taking people for the people and not add all these adjectives on there that don't matter. Like if we're gonna come together as a people, accept the person. Period. It don't matter if they gay, straight, upside down, 40, 80, 90, it don't really matter. Is the job getting done?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we definitely know with 3 Black women on the job, it's gonna get done because that's what we do is get the job done. So my belief is that Black women should be in leadership roles, positions, executive level, at all roles, balances, branches of the government. Period.
But it goes back to what you said, and using your words, we got to get out of being the first. That bothers
we do. Like, we do.
Yeah. Oh, they first Black women. No, they Black women. How about that? Yes, they are the first Black women, but you can't keep labeling Barack Obama as the first Black president. How about
well, Romeo. Anyway, so congratulations to those ladies. We cannot wait to see how they deliver because we already know that they are going to deliver excellence. So kudos to them. Now in a little more raunchier news. Now that we got the excellence out the way, and we have to report it because we do.
Really?
This is one of Romeo's friends. She was actually on the cover of Rolling Out Mulatto. She hints at official name change. This is going to segue into the question of the day. Is the name mulatto offensive to people? So just reporting on the story, she said, she hints at official name change and speaks on the infamous 5EO foreign line. Anyway, I don't know what that is. But ever since she turned down the So Def chain offered to her, so she didn't join Jermaine Dupri's team, the rapper has blossomed into Big Lotto, the rapper that people have learned to love. Anyway, she's only 21. Goodness, child.
Let me tell y'all something. I told her don't change her name. F y'all. I said it. You can't. This girl, I know this girl. This girl has built from zero. And now that she's at a point where she's not on zero, you want me to change my name to satisfy y'all insecurities and how y'all feel about Black people, light skin, brown skin, dark skin? I'm mulatto. Why? Because all through high school, I was called mulatto. Great. In the neighborhood, I'm called mulatto, but now mulatto is misogynistic against women.
But is she actually a mulatto? So mulatto is the English term, and it's derived from the Spanish and Portuguese mulatto. The origin of mulatto is left out by Daniel Webster in 1947, the printing of the dictionary, but it is a common term from the southeastern United States during the era of slavery. It may derive from Portuguese mula, from the Latin mulus, meaning mule, the hybrid of offspring and a horse. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to chuckle. The hybrid offspring of a horse and a donkey.
Oh, well, she got a nice one. Y'all better jump off of
hello?
Just saying, man, nobody got time. Look, you said this. It amazes me. Everybody got a problem with something. Jesus freaking Christ. It's a name. If ladies, if you're offended by the name because you're dark, cause I saw this on social media. It was social media turned into dark skin versus light skin
Well,
again.
colorism, yeah, colorism has been a thing for years.
Her daddy is black. Her mama is white. She is mulatto.
And the term is originally used to refer to any mixed race person. So, question of the day, is the name mulatto offensive to black people? What y'all think, y'all, on Facebook? Is the name mulatto offensive to black people?
Y'all better jump off this
So
bridge.
when you told her not to change her name, Romeo, what did she say?
She said it's the black it's the reason that it came up in conversation was because it was beginning to affect sales. That's the only reason. It wasn't a people
Well,
thing.
there it is. Mom, there it is. Because you in business to make money.
It was it's a label thing. You know, how do you brand mulatto? How do you brand she go by Big Lotto? Go by, how do you that type of thing. Man,
okay, so just to close the story, y'all, the 21-year-old has been putting in work for over 11 years, starting out as a child star and now maneuvering as a young adult in the industry. Her lyrics have grown raunchier. Her image has more sex appeal, and she's now collaborating with the biggest names in the game, such as in the rap game. Okay, Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, Gucci Mane, and they consider Gucci B. Let me shut up. And Boosie Badass.
Raunchy, raunchy. She dead raunchy. What? Oh, my fault. Never mind. Okay.
So your stance is don't change your name. Is it offensive to black people though?
No, is it offensive to black women? Let's have clarity.
Men can be mulatto too.
Black men do not have a problem with her name. Black women have a problem with her name. So the question should be derived to you. Do you have a problem with her name?
I don't. But after reading the origins of the name, I promise you, I never knew that a mulatto was a term for a donkey and a horse baby hybrid offspring. I didn't know that. Did you know that?
No, I don't even look at it. Who gets that in depth?
I don't know.
You just said what should be said, people. Who gets that in depth? Don't switch up now.
She's talking to you, Romeo.
What I just say? I said that I said we should not be labeling people. You're absolutely right. But I'm not labeling. You can't label somebody mulatto if they mulatto. That's just like saying, let's label Portia dark skin. She dark skin.
I am. Beautiful chocolate. So yes.
Right. So if people going, is it offensive? Let me ask you this, Portia, as a woman, is it offensive if men, I'm gonna go men, is it offensive if men say, hey, sexy chocolate, hey, gorgeous chocolate, if they're labeling you as a color, is that offensive to you? Because you're chocolate. Is it offensive?
No, it's not offensive. It's not offensive, but I don't think that it has an offensive undertone to it either. Whereas mulatto could be viewed as being offensive because if you know the origin of the word, you know that it's a hybrid offspring of a donkey and a horse. So it's meant to be something that puts people down. It's meant to be offensive. Whereas, hey, gorgeous chocolate is not. I don't think. Now, if they call me light skin, hey, who you talking to? You know damn well I ain't light skin.
Did you deal with that? I dealt with that as a man. Did you deal with that?
I'm clearly chocolate. I've never dealt with that.
No. Did you ever deal with the fact of what quote unquote they consider beautiful? Like, she cute. Did you ever get she's cute for a dark skinned girl?
Oh, that was the norm. That was always the norm. Yes. You're pretty for a dark skinned girl. But that was just growing up with colorism around. And honestly, when you're younger, you really don't think too much about it, So you get the concept of, okay, I'm cute, but then they throw on for dark skin. I didn't know that there was a difference until I got to Michigan for high school, and that's where I noticed it. But like all throughout my San Francisco days, it wasn't anything that I kind of paid attention to. So
Gotcha. Gotcha.
yeah.
Gotcha.
So I do think that calling a person a hybrid of a donkey and a mule is offensive. I do.
Ashley. Ashley Mulatto. Producer Ashley is she's something.
Ashley is black. Like, and then that's the other conversation, right? I think it was started a couple of months ago, maybe last month, when one of our favorite rappers, he went on record and said that mixed women are beautiful. And so I think there was a hashtag movement that was started that said, I'm mixed with black. Like, I'm mixed with black. So that makes me beautiful too, right?
There's a trend. This is gonna blow you away if I can find it. There is a trend on TikTok right now. Black girls, beautiful. Everyone I've seen, black girls are literally trending. Hey, if you're a white male who loves black women, I love you too. Date me. So there's a TikTok trend where black girls are actually saying, I'm talking about black, light skin, dark skin, whatever. Black girls are actually saying, I prefer you, white male, to my race. Date me.
No comment.
I'm gonna look for it.
Please look for it. Please look for it, because that's definitely I don't know. Yeah, it's different. Are they dating online? Do you know if they're dating online, or are like, is the whatever you call it, is that something that they're soliciting for to date online?
Yeah, it's a thing. It's like an on-current like thing, and I wouldn't have paid it attention until I saw like it had like over 17 million posts.
17 million.
17 million black women, black girls have been posting this. Yes.
That's crazy.
I thought see, keeping you up on stuff. Right?
We were talking about dating on these social sites. Maybe it was last week. And I think, is that what women are resorting to nowadays? Like early 30s, late 20s, 40s, 50s, and even like Dr. Ebor said, like older women are having sex. Is that something that they're resorting to? Like, are they meeting these men online and having sex with them, and then now they're embarrassed to go to the doctor and they might be infected with HIV, and since they're embarrassed, they're spreading it?
Let me tell you something.
I know I took it from one end to the next, but hey, y'all dating online? Somebody let me know, because I've never done it. I've never even set up a fake profile. I'm scared. I ain't even gonna lie.
Do it for fun. My cousin uses Bumble. He did it for fun, but he was overseas. So I said, let me do Bumble, right? Bumble, on Bumble, the women have to acknowledge the man first. You cannot, on Bumble, a man cannot request a female. A female is requested first. So females run the platform. Here's the funny part. So in Bumble, I could be in Detroit, and my Bumble will let women in Detroit know, hey, Romeo International is in Detroit. Those women can literally solicit me through, hey, how you doing? And they can actually reach out to me. So to your question, yes, online dating is the shit. It just is. That's what it is right now.
Y'all, listen, Facebook family, I'm scared. Like, literally, I am scared. Like, I don't know, Romeo, if you had like a for real stalker. I've had a for real stalker. Several for real stalkers, and that's not fun. It's not fun. And the stalkers did not come from dating online. It was back in the day before, dating
Look at
online
Ashley.
became a thing.
See what Ashley just said?
So producer Ashley just said one of my friends met her fiance on Bumble, but she's still a fiance. Check back in with us when after they get married, and we, if they okay. Because even the early on dating, I've known personally some people who dated online. They got married, had some kids, and they ended up being the worst spouse in the world that you ever could have picked. And like, you don't know people. Like, people can completely lie online. Like, they can completely lie. And not to say that people can't completely lie once they meet you in person. They can. But online, they could just be a totally different person. Like, at least when you meeting in person, you get a chance to look them in their eye, kind of discern whether or not they might be lying. Look at the body movement. They shifting. What are they doing? Online, they could be this completely different person. And if you're not meeting family, and I mean, I'm just like, I don't know.
Do it.
I'm scared. No, I'm.
And that part. I see what you're saying, D Shields. But on top of that, to be perfectly honest, the other part of your question, yes, older women are having more.
Well, I don't know how older women engage with men, right? So I was gonna say older men, but just men, period. Like, how, if you're an older woman and you've been out of the dating game for quite some time now, I don't know, how do you go out and meet people if it's not online? I know if I'm scared, I know y'all gotta be scared, but what's their alternative? Romeo? Church?
It ain't church. It ain't
go to church. Everybody don't go to church.
It ain't church.
So what do they do? What can they do? What alternatives do they have? We got to come up with something for them. We definitely got to come up with something, y'all.
I'm enjoying it. It ain't no alternative for me. I am living my best life.
But when you have a Dr. Ebor that comes on and literally says that her aunt that was in her 80s went undiagnosed for syphilis, and her doctor just did not check for it, she's obviously having sex. Like, how do you, I don't know. Romeo, help us out. Older folks go early to the grocery store. We got to find something for them to do. Yes.
Let's say a war widow, it was hard to date again. With tryst, it could last.
Trust, I'm sure that's what it was.
Unexpected life turn change how your relationship. Hey, let me tell you something. I'll say everything on my end has either been a resurgence or entertainment, or there's older women who will be like, I like Rihanna, but they're not gonna go to the Rihanna concert with the the older gentleman. They're gonna want somebody that's gonna enjoy it, so they'll reach out. I want to go because I like that. Or like, it's the dynamic is the fact that older women still are young, so they want the young to empower that, because the older guy ain't,
right.
And then but the flip part is, which is weird, like older guys have this big thing for 18 to 25. I don't know what it is, but
don't get me started down that rabbit hole, because I can talk on that for because listen, experience is the best teacher. Experience is always going to be the best teacher. But if I can learn from you and your mistakes and what you've gone through, then I can be that much further ahead in life. And when you see a man that's older, I don't know, Romeo, whatever you was just saying, maybe 50, dating an 18-year-old, you already know it's going to be a lot of control and manipulation going on in that relationship, that 18-year-old just may not be able to handle, for lack of a better word. You know what I'm saying? Like, even so, we watched what was the Lifetime show with Rodney Foster on. He wasn't the older guy with the older woman, but is it Marion Millions? I believe that's the name of the show. But they had several couples that, of course, had the older guy who had loads of money. He was just completely loaded, and then they were dating these younger women. Like one was 21, and the issues that you go through with women that are 21 versus a man that's 69, or you know what I'm saying, like you just don't, you're not compatible, and she can't fully comprehend or understand where you're coming from. And you could see on the show that the guy was being so manipulative. Like I wanted to call the little girl up. I don't know what their name is. It was not Rodney Foster. So don't sit up there and quote me and say, y'all said it was Rodney Foster. No, it was not Rodney Foster that was dating a younger woman. Rodney Foster, he has Edelweiss wines, and he was dating Desiree. Desiree wasn't younger. Anyway, I'm referring to, there was an older white man and this younger, she must have been, I think she might have been mulatto. She might have been Spanish and white or something like that. Something like that. She was very pretty, but she was 21 and she was still into going to the clubs. And he had about 4 or 5 residences, and he wanted to move her away from her family. And he moved her down. I think it might have been Miami or somewhere. And she was away from everybody. Like you could just see the complete total manipulation. And the little girl was just none the wiser. She was just like, okay, well, we can. She did stand up for herself a couple times, but you can't. Like, you just don't have the full faculties to deal with somebody that's 40 years older than you. You just don't.
Yeah, as a woman, you're right. You don't.
Mm-hmm.
As a man, I do. So
Bill and Brianna. Yes, girl. Yes. Thank you for clearing that up. It was Bill and Brianna. That's the one that I'm talking about. She's a gorgeous young lady, 21. And he was an older real estate developer. I think he might have been on his 4th wife, 65. Okay, maybe not 69, but 65. But he just completely manipulated that little girl. I hated it. I hated watching it.
I'm here for you. I don't see age at all.
He was a billionaire. Okay.
If you 21 and up, I'm right there with you.
The dynamics of their relationship was just so strange. Like he still had his ex-wives around. It appeared that he was still taking care of his ex-wives. His ex-wife felt entitled to say whatever she wanted to the new girlfriend and the new girlfriend mama, y'all. It was crazy. It was crazy. And you know, Brianna was 21. She just kind of, you know, she rolled with it for the most part because he was taking care of her, but he was manipulating and controlling her. And I hate that for younger women and older men. I hate it.
They know what they're doing out here in these
40
streets.
years older. Listen, like, yeah, there is a cost of the relationship. He's taking care of you, but with 40 years, you can't compete. You can't compete. You're not gonna understand where he's coming from. You're just not. Your friends can't sit up there and tell you nothing because they don't know. Ashley, Darby, and Michael from Real Housewives of Potomac. Now, Ashley, on the other hand, Ashley may have known what she was doing on the Real House of Potomac, D, because Ashley was about that bag, and she went and got that baby, and she went and got another baby, and she was like, this is my restaurant. I don't care if he might be gay. I don't care if every season he come on, he patting somebody on the butt.
The bag. Then we just talk about that, the bag.
She was like, I'm about to get this bag. So she probably was manipulating him a little bit, D. I'm just saying, yes. Yeah, she probably wasn't. But Ashley was a little older too. And Ashley had all those older ladies around her who could school her, who could tell her, and who could put her up on game. Yeah. She said they would have a baby since season 1. He's worth $24 million. I can't look at him, no. I said it. I can't. Like, I don't give a damn. $24 million. Like, don't touch me. And you know he gay, allegedly. You know that he might be gay.
You better stop flexing.
I'm just saying, that's so true. She appears to want antics all for the money. Absolutely, D. Anyway, we were talking about Real Housewives of Potomac. Bravo show. If y'all don't watch that, y'all need to go check in. I'm sorry, mommy. I just went off.
Y'all flexible. We gotta get positive thoughts. But I know this for a fact. Ashley and Portia, don't get it twisted. If that 25-year-old, matter of fact, I'm gonna bump it down. If that 23-year-old entrepreneur, billionaire, young guy is trying to get your attention, and he's more stable than the 40-year-old, 30-year-old guy, oh, you're gonna pay attention to him. You flex all you want to. You're gonna pay attention.
Again, Romeo, experience is the best teacher. I done been through it. I'm a mama of boys, and I would hate for somebody to come and try to manipulate my boys like an older woman. And so I don't indulge because I know karma is real. And so it's plenty of younger guys that I look at and I be like, but then I think, and they be wanting to talk, but I'll be like, man, no. Because I don't want no old whatever trying to talk to neither one of my sons when they get older. Like, I just don't. So I don't do it.
What was the dude? What was the black dark skinned dude from Girls Trip that everybody
Actually, what's his name? He is nice looking.
So that pop up at you, if that pop up at your door, you say go home.
Go home, boy. Kofi, Sidabo. Yeah, Sidabo. Go home. Go home. Go on home. Where your mama at?
Actually, what you gonna say? I love that y'all can lie in public. God, that's
no,
cool.
For real. Like, I mean, it's a couple of them that I look at me like, okay, no, we can't talk though.
Okay.
But
no,
maybe if I ain't had no kids, I might be more inclined. But I don't want, no zaddy for me, G. I don't want that coming back on my kids, so I just don't. Let them get older, and then I'll be like, okay, maybe, perhaps, I don't know. But I'm in a relationship now, so I'm good.
Y'all be lying. Yeah.
Okay. And he not older. I've been down that route too.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just saying, like they know how to manipulate you, and you be sitting up there thinking you so smart, and I already know, and I'm up on game, and he can't I just want the bag, and girl, he's wasting your time. Let it go. Time is valuable. Don't waste the pretty, as Kathleen always says, and don't waste your time, y'all, because they be wasting away your baby, your child rearing age, and then you look up and you be 40 something, and you be like, I need me a baby, I need me a husband, I need like a Cassie and a Diddy. Luckily for her, Cassie and Diddy, Cassie moved on. Like, she was like, listen, you're not about to give me a baby. I do want a baby. So let me just stop this right now. But she was taken care of for years. So I'm just saying. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
I'm working towards my second PS5 for Christmas. So, hey, ladies, thank you. Since you talking about manipulation, I'm working on my PS5. Hey. I want the black one, though, with the white trim. Thank you. Next.
Experience is the best teacher, y'all. Don't do that for Romeo, please. Listen to me. Romeo, kick off positive thoughts. We got 1 minute left.
My positive thought is, I love you just the way you are. You can be 18 to 80, crippled, blind, and crazy. Love has no boundaries, and you should not put a boundary on who you love. I want y'all to have a great Tuesday, December the 1st. Okay. Go ahead, Portia.
Y'all just leave little girls alone, y'all. I understand that might bring back y'all youth, but let them go. Like, let them explore life. Let them go out and live. Don't take their youth away from them. Anyway, I'm staying in the vein of being thankful, peaceful, and purposeful. And my positive thought of today is be thankful for all the struggles that you go through, because they make you stronger, wiser, and humble. Don't let it break you. Let it make you. Y'all, I'm Portia Monique, and this is Romeo International. And again, experience is the best teacher. Don't let it break you. Let it make you. We out, y'all. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Love who you love and love them back. Don't listen to Portia Monique.
Listen, y'all, come get y'all entire lives this weekend, December 4th, 5th, and 6th. Peace and Purpose. We got a lot of people coming up, and they're gonna be teaching and helping y'all get prepared for this new year. We had the Cannabis Ladies today. We had Africa Miranda from Cream of Nature. She's gonna be moderating a Cream of Nature panel. Sponsored by Cream of Nature. She was on yesterday. We got some more people from Cream of Nature that will be on a panel sponsored by them tomorrow. So y'all tune in.
Yes, it's gonna be great. This is the PS5. It's gonna be great.
Bye, y'all. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.
Black trim. Black trim.